Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
And welcome to Harley Designs. 75 episodes.
It's the 75th Jubilee. Tell us where you're watching from and what kind of present you would give for a 75th anniversary.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not sure which one it is yet. I feel like it's the styrene anniversary.
Hopefully it's not wood. Because I don't want that from any of you people.
As I say, it's gonna get real awkward, real fast.
You mean more so than it already is?
So yeah, it's another week, another budget that
somebody rudely doesn't know how to count or stay within the... Oh, I just happen to have this servo horn here for an SCX-24. Just happened to be here.
So I believe I found out where it came from.
A-Main Hobbies.
Nope.
The link is in the description.
Nope. The Orlando Hunter. I believe that it was in that. And it just happened to be here because I had no idea where else I would have possibly had that from. Regardless, I am well within because I purchased the long wheelbase link kit because even though those links are actually included with the trucks in the bag, but I don't really keep it. It's like if that was attached to the manual, it's just
what you're actually saying is that if you had kept that stuff,
it would have been free
and not been dumb.
Yes.
Those parts would have been free. $12.
Yes. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were included in there because, for one, I don't do the... I don't...
How many of these have you opened? How many have you opened now? 5?
5, yeah, exactly.
You should know by now what comes in the bag.
2 Bettys, 2 Deadbolts, and that C10.
I'm thoroughly disappointed in you.
Yeah. It's just, open the box, I take the radio out, I take the car out, and everything else goes in the trash. It's just...
that commercial?
Someone's like, that stuff's included in the bag. I went, no kidding.
You know that commercial with the indigenous Indian man crying? Single tear?
I mean, with that...
Throwing all that stuff in the garbage.
I feel like that was more in your day.
Upside.
It played in between the Dick Van Dyke Show and Mary Tyler Moore.
Touche.
I only remember that as like
the gag,
a parody of it from Wayne's World.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's funny. I was talking to Rebecca about Wayne's World today because, every time you or I hold up something or wear a shirt or whatever, we always do, it's like some people just do it because they're getting paid. And that's just really sad. For the record, nobody paid me to wear this shirt. I actually quite like this shirt.
We actually paid a lot of money before I got this shirt. And so RC related, but not direct. It's one of our machines. If you spend
I thought it was like
hundreds of thousands of dollars, they will give you for a robot, then they will give you a t-shirt.
Does that say Trinity?
Yes. Trinity Automation.
Because the Trinity made motors.
Good point.
So technically, you're just
Thank
repping
you, Mike.
an old school
Matt and
brand.
Josh just passing on the dough for the show.
Oh yeah.
Thanks to you guys. Too much fun. Much appreciated.
This show is too much fun. That's why we've only done it 75 times.
75 times. That's it. Josh, that 30,000 milliamp battery is going to make that truck squat. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like,
God.
It's not even that heavy. It's just
that thing is ridiculous.
It's actually beyond ridiculous. For those that didn't see either the Scale News update or the Instagram post, yes, my 30,000 milliamp 6S LiPo. I
Success. What did you want that for again?
I haven't said specifically, but I think for this show we can go ahead. I mean, enough people obviously knew where it was going. This is for the TRX 4000. I was I was at Axial Fest and I was talking to the Gens Ace crew, and I was just like, okay, what is
You might not know me, but I'm
what
kind of a
is
big
the
deal on the
biggest
internet.
battery that you have that would fit under the body of the new Bronco?
What is that for in reality, though?
Cinema drones.
Oh, cool.
Like one, that
Yeah, yeah,
carry
yeah.
the big. Is
Yeah.
that an actual functioning battery? Yes.
Yes, it
This is
is.
an actual
It's not a
five.
novelty battery.
This is an actual $512 6S lipo.
And would those drones would probably use like two of those at once,
They,
right?
I'm guessing so. Um,
Because you gotta. I know how much cinema cameras weigh, and I
mhm,
know how expensive they are too. So
yes,
you would want to make sure that, and they're probably like instead of a quad, it would be
they're
an
an octo,
octocopter.
right?
Yeah.
Even if they're only 4 arms, they likely have rotors top of them. So yeah. Um,
Josh is upgrading his power chair.
so
Power wheels.
yes, that's
So what connector is on there? Is it a
eight
Dean's?
8 millimeter bullets.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to do some modification to make that work. It's only a 25C, but
Wow.
at 30 amp hours at 25C, that's 750 amps of discharge.
It's a lot.
It's ridiculous.
That's a crazy dumb battery.
It is.
That's a good question. Rob Sadler wants to know how long that would take to charge.
I don't know. I don't know that I'll ever have to charge it. It probably comes half full, and that's good enough.
Good enough.
That's fine.
Lipo cut off in 12 hours.
It's yeah. So
Adam Tevin said, I'll put a Tamiya plug on that bad boy. Just watch it. Just as you finish soldering, it just kind of goes bleh.
And then I got, obviously that is not just going to fit into things. So there's been some cutting that's had to have happened. Yeah.
So actually, to gain the weight, you've had to lose some weight.
A little bit, agreed. I would like you to know that this does weigh more than an RTR VS410 with aluminum wheels.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Ready to run brushless VS410 with aluminum upgraded wheels.
You know
Weighs
what you
like
should do
matter.
is once you power your TRX 4000 with that, is daisy chain a bunch of cable out of it so you can power other people's trucks. You can make it convoy.
Hey, rubber ducky.
Stabby Josh suggests you need to charge that baby up and then center punch it with some tungsten core.
You remember when I said how much it cost?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to do that. I did not get this battery for free.
Now, you didn't. You paid for that battery.
I had to buy this battery.
Good for you.
Gens Ace may help me with some RC batteries. They're like,
not that battery.
that's not like a regular RC battery. Like,
no, you're paying for that one, sir.
If I need some $6, SCX24 batteries, they'll be like, you know what, we got you.
That's a $520 battery. Is that what you said?
I think it was $512.
Just think of what you could have bought.
Oh, listen, with as much
once you've used
I've
this
already bought.
Yeah, I know. This is not only the heaviest TRX4, it's the most expensive TRX4.
Yeah. Could
yeah.
be.
Hello, Guinness.
Yeah. I went to go pick up the TRX4 the other day just because, well, I had this that I had to start mocking up, and then
you needed to do some lifting.
I had some more brass pieces that I needed, um, and I needed to install, and I knew what I was installing them. I was like, this is my heavy Bronco, and I picked up the truck and went, oh God! I was like,
Ooh,
oh yeah, I forgot.
ooh,
What's the
my
point of
back.
this thing?
Back.
Yeah. In
Blue Dooley just said, nah, the guy with the 104 mile per hour 6x6 probably spent more. I'm still waiting for that guy to get some video.
I know. He can't.
His kid was
post
in
it.
it.
His
kid was in it.
Like, why was your kid standing so close to a 104 mile an hour 6x6?
Doesn't sound very responsible of you, sir.
So,
DK said, think of the light bar you could power with that sucker.
just a regular 50-inch rigid. Even that would be twice. It'd be twice as much voltage as that would be ready for.
Yeah, blow the lights.
So
yeah, do you have to do a pre-workout stretch before lifting it?
Oh my God, man! Every time I'm just like, whew.
Enterprising thieves are already working out, getting ready to steal it.
Not ready to steal my my whatever the thing is called, TRX 4000.
Get them. Oh man. Well, I spent a better part of today figuring out some problems with my latest PC build because I'm doing a hard line custom loop for this one.
And it's turning. I'm excited because I know what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. There's some pretty fun stuff happening, but there's a lot of challenges because I'm building a full ATX. I'm going to lose a bunch of people here, but it's an ATX motherboard in a mini style case that can accept a large motherboard, but I don't think really with the intention of doing all the stuff that I'm doing because it's requiring a lot of what's that term? Force fitting. So there's some challenging stuff going on, but I think it'll be fun when it's all done.
Yes, and it very much will be. So that will be fun to see.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to what you put together for that.
Yeah. Well, there will be some
specifically. We didn't specifically talk about the budget build yet.
No, we could definitely do that.
You threw a slight jab out there, but that duck off a water's back.
Yeah, because you're not affected by actual criticism.
No, it doesn't affect me hardly at all. But the builds, they're both starting to take their own shape, as ridiculous as your shape may be. I can't even look at you when you hold that thing. It just, they talk about like how dogs look like their owners.
You think this looks like me?
When you flare your nostrils a little bit, yeah.
Quack RC, thanks for the $2. Hey man, 1/10 Baja array is epic. SCX24 looks awesome. I guess Quack RC got a 1/10 Baja array. Excellent. Those are fun.
Ben Jericho. When you're done with that awesome battery, you could easily sell it to the guys on the local airfield. We use big bats to power up field chargers.
Oh.
Someone had mentioned that in the kind of ridiculous type of suggestions. And I was like, I could just repurpose the TRX 4000 into
a charger.
I could just build the charger into it and just have some plugs.
Why not? It already weighs what it does. Just add some more weight. Dark Horse Garage, right. Thanks for the $4.99.
I mean, I think that could almost just be part of it. I'll just put it because I've got that little what are those? What's that brand of the tiny little chargers? ISDT yep. Q50. Just build that right in there. Have a XT60. Just plug into that, and you can just
the TRX $4,000.
Bob's your uncle.
You'll have to charge people money to charge their trucks.
Yeah,
to pay off the truck.
The money for a $500 lipo.
Good God. Now, okay, let's go back to budget build-off. So what did you
Yes.
do? You cheated a bunch again, and then...
I put a servo horn on
Hey,
that I didn't know where it came from. I make no apologies.
well, because, again, you have no sense of... Like, you have no moral fiber. That part of you doesn't exist. You're a medical mystery. No, you know what you are? You're a sociopath. Because you're like, this stuff doesn't bother me. I didn't do anything wrong.
I mean,
It's not me who's wrong, it's you.
It just you get it all day at work. It does not bother me.
That's why you're so good at it. Yeah. I added some brass weights to the rear axle and changed out my front steering links for aluminum ones. So now it steers.
You only added those on the rear axle?
Yeah, I already had I have aluminum knuckles or brass knuckles on the front.
Oh, they didn't come in a set of 4?
No, I bought them separately.
But okay.
What?
No, nothing. You hate performance so much that it drives me inside just a little bit, like I get the twitch. Like
I don't understand. So I have rear brass hubs and I have front brass knuckles, yet somehow that's a problem somehow.
I don't like adding rear weight.
Well, I'm also adding this giant hard body.
I know, and that's the
so I wanted to make sure that the weight was staying low.
I get it. A little bit, some rear weight. I would have just like.
It's not a ton of rear weight.
I'm gonna add some to the front as well.
But I did already.
I would have put them on front and rear. I think I even have those.
No, these are the brake style weights that become the hub.
What they are.
Just don't. You know what? Don't worry about it. There's method to my madness. Slow down. Thanks for the $4.99.
Wave them past my car.
Matt, thanks for the styrene video and advice. My pleasure. I hope you guys all went back and watched that video because it was actually really good.
At least you didn't give me any crap about 3D printing.
No, not yet. I'm about to. That's next. Because no.
Psycho 13 Garage. You could use that battery as a climb test for the SCX24 budget build-off truck. Oh, no problems whatsoever. I mean, it is the same size overall.
You should build a trailer for it and power that.
If it could pull this thing, I guarantee you this truck could not pull this one.
Oh, no.
But, and Quack RC, hey, I think you cheated with the servo horn.
Thank you. Psycho 13 Garage, thanks for the $5. Hearing you two bicker about the rules of a build-off are almost as entertaining as the build-off itself. I agree. This is all for entertainment purposes. Now, I do genuinely do not like Josh, but aside from that, no, he's all right.
I was waiting for you to try and give me crap about 3D printing and the cost of whatnot.
No. Other people already did that in the comments. I saw them. I read through all the comments.
Yes,
and
I do as
well. I noticed that some people did pick up on that, and it is sort of like it's a gray area for sure because not everybody has a 3D printer, and if they don't, then Shapeways is prohibitively expensive for most of the stuff you'd be making. I know you put it up there. How much is it on Shapeways?
60 cents, maybe 55
on Shapeways.
I don't know. I didn't check. But.
See, okay, but this is the thing. If you are going to be offering it on Shapeways, regardless of whether there's a markup or not, it doesn't matter. That should be the cost of it when you install it on your truck.
What if I just find some guy that will print them for 55 cents?
Nope. That has to be it has to be a realistic price. If you're offering it on Shapeways, then that's the price.
It's off Shapeways then. It's already off.
Because you never put it up, you ding dong.
I definitely forgot.
Yeah. Even though in the video it says, I'm going to put it right up on Shapeways, guys.
And, let me tell you, last night I finished the budget build at like 11:30, which was awesome. That's earlier than I ever finish a video. Yeah. I was like, oh, sweet, I'm going to go to bed. And just instinct, I go, after I finish a video, I usually go on my phone when I'm like laying down in bed, and I just check the video.
Yeah. Just to check it.
And just to make sure, and it showed that it was 56 seconds long.
Cool.
Like, what?
That was a fast export, I bet, when you exported it.
Yeah, I should have known. But I've been using H.265, which is fast, especially with our graphics cards. Those things will export in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, which is great.
Like
so
in
if it
a
was
16 or 17 minute video.
What's that?
In a 16, 17 minute video, it's a 2-minute export. It's pretty amazing.
Which is great. So then,
especially when you check it,
all of a sudden, I'm just like, I just hit export and I go do something else, start working on my thumbnail or whatever. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, so I had to go back out there and try and figure out, and then it wouldn't export, wouldn't do it.
Huh.
So I finally figured it out, got it re-uploaded. Of course, I had to redo all of my title and description stuff, like copying it and pasting it, because you can't just like swap a video file. They just don't allow that.
No, that's not how it works.
It was 12:45 by the time I actually got done. And yes, I did forget the
There's some great comments coming through here.
Gunner, thank you. Matt is going to end up with an SCX 2400.
Dollars. Yeah. This is good. Slapnut said, it's amazing how Josh can put $150 worth of parts on an XCS 24 for $50.
I didn't do that at all. My price, I spent over what I should have even.
Here's all the things that I bought, but I didn't put all of them on the truck.
If I don't put them on, it doesn't count.
You tried them out though.
I didn't. I looked at them, waved them past. Do you like this? Nope. What about nope?
Hello, Seafart Fire Truck. Derek Williams, is this about putting together a build we can copy, or is it about doing the best you can with what you have? It's not about doing the best you can with what you have. That's for sure. It's more about spending $50 a week and trying to use that money effectively to make either an upgrade or a cosmetic change, or just make the truck more your own, whilst also adding a bunch of parts. So it's sort of like making it to your taste, but doing it on a weekly basis instead of like, here's my credit card.
Originally when I started doing the budget builds, it was just that thing. It was like, you don't have to take a big pile of parts and build a big custom rig all at once. You can just slowly work your way up to something. Find a cheap RTR, the cheapest one possibly. The first one was the Deadbolt. Second one was the Poison Spider Wraith.
Then we did the Honcho together.
Honcho we did next. Then the TRX4 Sport. Now the little guys. But it's just a
fun way of us crap talking each other a lot, and also kind of doing some innovative stuff. I know Josh has got some stuff in the pipeline that I will give him crap for later.
Some people are going to not love. If you thought I got some shit comments this week,
just you wait.
But I think that you're going to find the same, because I have an inkling of what you're going to try and pull next week.
Oh, you do?
I have an inkling.
You do, huh?
I'm not going to voice it yet.
You go ahead. Say what you will.
Well,
why do you think I'm saving all this money?
Well, the thing is that next week we've been calling Free Week, which I feel like you're going to try and interpret in a way outside of what I had initially said when I said a free week.
Yeah.
In the TRX4 Sport one, we had a week where we could cheat, a cheat week.
Yeah, cheat week.
And I feel like you're going to try and like
label this free week as the cheat
Clyde week, and to be like, So I feel like there's some shenanigans that could happen next week.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I'm not saying I don't have my own shenanigans.
Coming from you, that's rich. Pot, meat, kettle.
Yeah.
Robbie Bobster, thanks for the $5 Australian dues. Finally got myself a sand scorcher. Awesome. Only took 40 years. Same with me. About to order the Ampro parts. If the wife asks, I'm blaming you. If she can find me.
Exactly. Well, you know where he is every Wednesday. So.
I'm in my basement. Come at me.
Yeah. It is.
That's great. It's a good fun thing. Go ahead. What do you got?
I don't even remember. I had something. We should do a mail call, but at the same time, as immediately as I said that, I remembered a couple of things. For one, my biggest mail call is that ginormous battery. And then the other ones, the parts that are sitting here in front of me that I was working on when I started calling you, I realized that I really shouldn't show.
No, because that's part of
it spoils future weeks.
Yes.
But I do have some parts. And actually, this would be a great time because maybe I could get some clarification. I got 2 light kits, I believe, or a add-on light. This is from My Trick RC.
Attack!
These just showed up. I feel like I got a message about them, but I don't feel like it was from My Trick RC initially. I feel like it was somebody who was working with them, and I don't remember. I'm trying to recall.
Was it Dan?
Who is Dan specifically?
He owns My Trick RC.
I don't think it was him.
Okay.
I don't know. I just remember these showed up and I'm just like, I remember a conversation. Not vividly, but I gotta try and find it in my messages.
You know, when you're Josh, guys, it's pretty hard to keep track of everybody.
I feel like it just, I don't even remember what vehicle this is for.
Where did this Fijan come from? I don't know.
Let's see. Does this say this is assembly instructions?
Oh my gosh.
But this shows for a capper, which I don't have.
Derek Williams, I think it's awesome that you're doing a hard body build. Thank you. You have those skills, those tools, and those supplies. Some people don't, but they have a 3D printer, just a different approach. Totally, exactly. 100%.
That's going to be my
100%.
My counter argument to it.
Derek Not a lot of us.
And a gentleman.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that, you know, there is some room for interpretation when you're using like a 3D printer or styrene tools or whatever.
8,000 grit sanding sticks and
that was a lot of people appreciated that.
Live build. I watched almost that whole live build,
and I guarantee you got nothing out of it.
124 scale body.
Yeah, but look at the smooth job I did on that.
If you just smooth. I see. I mean, I feel like I see lips and just. I don't know.
No, it's perfectly smooth.
Did you get any 10,000 grit to try and fix that?
I could probably. You know what? I'm going to go back over that again. Lone Star RC guy, thanks for the $4.99. This donation is to help fund all the therapy you're going to need after working with Josh for all this time. You know what? I couldn't imagine being married to him. So,
well, I'm glad. I'm really, really glad that that's not something you're trying to
do. No, I feel bad for Nicole. That's what I'm saying.
She is the luckiest wife I've ever had. Like,
certainly wasn't the first one.
Nope. I had a trainer. Nope. Imagine that. Hey, I finished the project though.
Adam Tebben wants to know a good 90-degree angle for working with styrene. Where is
1, 2, 3 blocks?
Yeah, you can use a 1, 2, 3 block. You can use one of
gigantic
these.
lipos.
I use this. 90s. Use one of these every once in a while.
A nice angle block there.
Yeah, good old angle block. That's a perfect 90 degrees. It's so sharp. But these are great. I got this at Micromark. You can find those on there. Or like Josh said, a 1, 2, 3 block also works. These are usually pretty accurate.
I don't know where my 1, 2, 3 blocks went to.
Well, you don't do a lot of.
I use 1, 2, 3 blocks for things that 1, 2, 3 blocks should be used for. Actually, I've got multiple out by my CNC, but we had some in here.
All right. Well, I guess we're doing the news, yeah? Or not news.
Oh, the news.
Sorry. What are we talking about? The
Mail
news. Call. There's a new Dacia Sandero. Wow. Anyway,
this year's Fiat Panda is
so the first thing I've got for mail call this week, Proline. I got one of the Mustang bodies.
oh, look at you.
Yeah, this is pretty nice. It's gigantic. It's going to take me forever to paint. Not looking forward to that part. But the reason that I have the Mustang is I've got the Traxxas truck that's staying as is. I've got the Malibu body that I painted up, but I realized that my car is so not good at going straight that it really should have a Mustang body on it. So it like, cars and coffees in real life. Cause yeah, it's not good at going straight. I'm not the best at drag racing.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
hard.
know if I am or not because
You've never done it.
haven't.
I don't know if you've ever have you accelerated with
I have.
a drag car?
I have several times.
Yes, but not in any sort of
Multiple times. Not in a competitive
not in a
fashion.
competitive fashion. No. So I thought the Mustang would be perfect for me because it just it will go perfect with my ability to not drive straight. Which is
yes, agreed.
John Roberts RC 1.6, thanks to the $5. Hi, Matt. For the fun haver, would larger SLW help with widening? Yes, it would. But also, I don't know if I have it handy. It's here somewhere. Stand by. I don't know where it is. But Scale Metal Supplies sent me a widening kit for the IFS. So it adds extra width up front, right. And then you do run a wider SLW hub in the rear to compensate for that.
Right.
I don't
so you
have
get the
it
width
in front
without
of me.
the scrub steer.
Yeah, yes. So yeah, it's a pretty good looking kit and something he offers on his website. So definitely check that out or reach out to him on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeesh. Very cool.
Yeah,
so that's another thing I got. I don't know where it is. It's around here. So there's so many things floating around. I don't know exactly where I put it.
I have been doing I've got a number of things out of here, which has been great.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, it's I have another thing that I can't show.
Yes,
but
Jeremy, I got the Mustang to justify hitting the curbs.
The best part of it is that the thing that I'm not going to show, Sean behind me, was the body for the 50K build.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So that thing is done, and I can do the last video, and we can give it away. So
that's amazing. That's really good news because that's been a long time coming, and I know that
Suits is
he's all caught up.
Well, he's working on getting caught up. I know there's been some people that he's had some bodies for quite some time, and he's digging himself out of that hole. And mine was in that queue, and it made it this week, which was awesome. So that's great. Now we're just gonna do a final wrap up video on that, and
very cool.
Which is great because
65K.
The RCPC wrap up video.
I'm gonna get that done soon.
Shoot that. The 50K wrap up, that'll be soon. The TRX 4000 next video is I shot that the other day. I'm gonna try and get that edited and ready to go. I'm gonna try and run it this weekend. Is the thing.
Oh, fun! Yeah. At the Crawl for a Cure.
Yeah. The 60K build. Funny thing about it, once Suits he was finally getting into the swing of getting the things done. He contacted me again, and I was just like, "Will you just?" He was going to do 50 on the side for me. I was like, "Will you just do 60 on the other side?"
No, 50, but then cross it out and put 60 next.
So I had to do 50 on one door and 60 on the other.
That's pretty cute. I like that. Okay, so, another thing that came today, and this is exciting for me anyway. Traxxas sent me a gigantic selection of their new Lexan paint.
Does it have an ergonomic tip as in the product description?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's a good
tip. Look at that.
Actually.
I wonder how they'll spray.
Let's find out. Oh, all over my monitor. They've got a bunch of different colors already. This is a tint. This is a fluorescent purple. There's a whole bunch of colors, pretty wide range, but they're definitely kind of skewing towards their Traxxas-y colors, right?
Do they
So,
have
like,
an orange that is actually yellow?
they've got, it's funny, actually, you say that. They've got Max Orange, and it's double X. Max.
Perfect.
So for your Max vehicles, I guess. And then there's a fluorescent red, but it also kind of looks kind of orange. This cannot be sold in Canada.
Oh.
Probably because of the labeling.
It can be given. No.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be transported here.
Yeah.
Apparently. But I'm really keen to try that out. I've got a whole range of colors there, and I've got they actually sent along a couple of bodies too. This is actually kind of interesting. It's for people that I think
is it one of the
yeah. So it's got like a masking of all like these black graphics on there, and then you can kind of pick and choose what colors you want to use on the inside. So it's sort of like this is for the Haas. I would say it's sort of like a beginner's guide to getting into Lexan. So like perfect for you, Josh.
Oh, absolutely. If they had one of those with like graphics that I liked.
Well, I'm sure that we could make all the oranges in the world work for this.
Could fade with multiple oranges.
You could do a couple of fades in there. That would be kind of tight.
Speaking my language.
Yes, sir. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. They also sent along a TRX4 Sport with one of their new TRX4 Sport winch bumpers.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So they're integrating the winch into that bumper.
Full lineup. Yep.
There's a TRX4 Sport body. And then I think most interestingly for me is the Fortec Corvette body. Clear.
You got to clear one of those.
I got to clear one of those. So I'm going to do up, I think I'll do like that yellow and black race theme that they have.
You got to do like just a good brandy color, tan top, brandy.
Get my New Balances out.
Can you just do a New Balance, like racing New Balance livery? Full race style, but just New Balance livery.
New Balance livery. I think that's a great idea. This body kit is the crazy one. So it's got like the full motor details, all the bits and pieces for that. That's pretty tight. So there you go. I think that's it for mail call.
That's a pretty good one. You got some good stuff.
Yeah, there's some nice. I'm really excited about the paint, and I mean, despite the fact that this was supposed to be the year of no Lexan, I say that every year, but there's been a lot of Lexan. Oh, something else did come.
I'm going to read a couple of John Roberts RC. Hi, Josh. Have an old TLR 22 2.0 buggy kit and starting my larger Flamingo build soon. John Robert, I have so many like scratch built style 3-wheelers I'd love to do because I've seen some really cool ones. You'll definitely have to tag me in some of those posts because I'm ready to see that. And BT, thank you, sir. Bruiser ? Man, you had me thinking on it all weekend, and it has been a good motivation because I've got a number of things in here that I'm really looking to just try and get out of the way, and then possibly get my storage unit.
Oh my God. And then get the 40-foot container.
Oh, I would be so in for that. Matt, for some reason, your man is looking a little.
He's a bit tall.
Was he not as advertised, or did you not measure the actual fitment very well?
How would I measure the fitment? How would I know? Like
with a ruler.
It's not like they say in the description of the product. His hips are here. How am I going to know where he bends?
Is he not proportionate to body type?
Yeah, he's perfect size for this scale of vehicle, but he's a little tiny bit tall.
In front of you, and you could be like, obviously.
No. I didn't go to a store.
You didn't have to. You were confused. Like, I need a 9. You were putting in your Craigslist ad. I need a 9-inch man. Help me.
I need Amanda hug and kiss. Where's Amanda hug and kiss?
So obviously you did not need a 1/9 scale figure.
No, you do, because this he's not a 1/9. He's 9 inches. He's like 7th scale ish. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to remove his hips, and I'm just going to attach his legs to the end of his torso.
To his belly button?
Yeah. He'll be fine. He's going to look perfect. For the size of the truck, he actually is like, he's pretty spot on. He's just a little, the seats are a little too
Yeah, it
tall.
looks bang on. Good work.
He is. He's perfect. He'll fit fine. He's going to be fine.
That looks like half the posts on Facebook right now.
No, you mean the other way, pal. At least he's too big and not too small.
Did Matt just say that's tight?
No, I said it's pretty tight. He'll be in there fine in no time. Not to worry. BT, thanks for the $20. Spreading the wealth while you spread your paint. Somebody else said something pretty funny up here. Is that a young Gary Busey? Every Corvette comes with a lifetime supply of white New Balance. Oh, Timothy Locke's Perception Deception Show said, I'm thinking Traxxas wants you to use their new paints on those bodies.
Yeah. Like, maybe they don't want you showing their paint being used on another brand's body.
Sort of like, I'm pretty sure if I paint that Proline Mustang, I shan't be painting it with the Traxxas paints.
Yeah, like, ooh, some decisions to be made here. Oh, that's fun.
I'll just Dremel out that's a good idea, Moose Jaw. Dremel out a portion of the seat so his bum fits better in the, just sort of like smooshes in there.
Oh my God.
Oni said, do it Josh budget build style. Just buy all the figures and just pick the one, and the rest of the money you spend doesn't seem to matter.
I was discussing with Matt this weekend. So the project that I have for next week on the budget build, I was working on with this truck, but the problem was I kept having to had this truck like disassembled, and then I was working on it, and I had to like then take it all back apart and put it back to how it was so that I could film the upcoming episode. And it was becoming annoying because I was into what I was working on. So I had messaged Moose Jaw and I was just like, hey, RC Country got any of those SCX-24s in stock up there? And he's like, yeah. He sent me a picture of a big stack. I was just like, yeah, you better put one on the side. So I went up to the old RC Country and I picked up a deadbolt version.
Well, wait a second here. Wait a second.
What?
Are you using this deadbolt in the budget build-off in any way?
Not specifically.
Sorry, not specifically, but it's being used to maybe test parts that you're going to be putting on. Because
it's like a
nobody I
like
know.
It's like a
it's a like a parts car, would you say, or like
no.
It's a test bed.
It's like a test dummy.
So
like a mannequin.
Yeah, like a buck, if you will.
Sure.
Right. You're going to put that in the budget.
We're going to audition them on here, and then if they work, you could make $1,000 to $5,000 a day. Degenerates.
I'm going to find you.
So I bought the same RC four-wheel drive steel wheels for it, so that I had. The only thing I don't have is I need to get another set of Little Guy Racing Park tires.
Budget build, where the rules are made up and the money doesn't matter to one of us. All of this is going into next week's episode, by the way. Welcome to the actual budget build. The other one is some sort of fantasy land where money doesn't matter.
If you thought the use of a 3D printer was a little outrageous,
I got news for you. Josh is using a whole second truck. You're scum. The levels to which you stoop. This isn't even a competition, guys. It's not where one of us is declared the winner.
You know what? That is one thing that I have a beef with you on.
Okay. Let's figure this out. Go ahead.
When I started the budget build, it was just the budget build. Okay? Which brings me back to that message I sent you earlier. When you joined,
yes,
which was like when things kind of changed to that whole thing, you kept referring to it as the budget build off. In all of your videos, you were calling it the budget build off, and I was always just still calling it the budget build.
Uh-huh.
And now somehow I've just caved in and be like, fine, it's the budget build off.
It's just a name. It's not like it's the budget.
It was named
the budget
before,
build
and all
competition.
of a sudden you're just like, nope, it's called the budget build off now.
Well, because there's two of us.
Changed the name of the show.
There's two of us. It's a budget build off. We're both doing it.
I'm saying I caved in. I caved into your peer pressure and allowed you to just steamroll the legacy of what I had created.
I love how you're trying to make this your platform. oh yeah? Well, you added an extra word and it offends me. Cool. You know what? That word cost $1. I'll put it in the budget for next week. I will. Good thing it's the free week. Count.
Anyway, I sent you that message while I was driving.
Yes, 5 things something.
5 a question that I want to propose to you, or put out there for you to think of. I was watching a Veritasium YouTube video, however you say that, his YouTube channel. I don't know if you've ever seen his. It's mainly just like, it's a science channel. I'm big. I don't know if you saw my water bottles this week, but I'm big into science. So.
Hey, you know what? All joking aside, because this is all jokes. Josh and I are very good friends, and this is like, I really honestly care what he does with $6,000 into the SCX24. Doesn't matter. That demonstration of center of gravity was fantastic. I didn't learn anything, but it was really, really good. It was really good. And, it was a great primer for what it actually means and how it can affect things. Really, really well done. Nicely done.
It's, you should have seen when I walked out there and walked up to Nicole and go, how much water you got left in that bottle? Why? Like, why are you asking me this?
Don't take my special water.
So I was just like taking that one, grabbing another one out of the refrigerator. And then there was another one in the bottom of the refrigerator. I'm like, is this new, or have you refilled it and put it back in there? Because she does that a lot throughout the day.
With just regular water.
Yes.
Out of the tap.
Because we drink tap water. We're just those people. I guess people are like, you drink tap water? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's fine.
It's out of the tap. It's not, there's no 5G in the water yet.
Like out the toilet? No.
Well, yeah, with the top part.
So I was like, did you refill this one? She's like, yeah. So, and I went over to the sink and I'm just like pouring it out.
Yeah, it's not the fancy water, right?
No. Yeah, exactly. Like, water is specifically. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's for a video. And I'm just carrying these three water. And I didn't explain anything more than that. And she was like, whatever. I don't know. Just go into your hole. Like,
tap water is good. I have no problem with tap water.
Anyway, back to my question.
Yeah.
So, Science Channel. He was talking, it was like the success paradox video, which is pretty interesting. But it was talking about like how some people don't kind of put enough, they don't think about like the luck factor that comes into a lot of success that they may have in their life. There's a percentage of things that are just luck.
Right place, right
And
time.
it's a thing, but I wanted to kind of take that a little bit into asking you, like, if you can think of 5 like milestone things that happened, you know, even maybe before RC that have led to your current success in RC, what would it be?
I mean, success is defined
like,
very
like,
loosely.
yeah, we've seen that body. So, like, that's your SCX20. That you're still going to call that a success, I'm sure, somehow.
Wow, that is
But
low. That is low. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
I'll throw one out first, just
Of
to get you.
of
Like,
me
I
or
had
for you?
no for me. I
Okay.
don't know you. It's like the whole point of the video was like people don't often reflect back on their own like lucky or
Right.
moments that maybe have been a little bit outside of their control that have
Most
led
people
to.
might think that a success moment for you was starting your job at Vanquish, but that was actually the opposite of success for everyone who works with you.
Right. And I wouldn't even like I would, but like that was kind of more of just a side effect of some of the other things, like of other moments. Um, like one like back when I called my mom today on my way home. I was like, when did Dad have the shop on 23rd and Leavenworth in Omaha? Like, because I specifically remember it was like 91 to 93. He had his business at that location. And I remember like one of his lead fabricators showing me CAD for the first time
Oh.
and then showing me their plotter. They had like a big wide format plotter, which like picked up a pen or an ink little pen and it came over there and it drew lines. It's like, this is the thing. This thing will draw blueprints for you. And then it went over there and it picked up a different color. Like it had
Yeah.
black and blue. It was like, oh, look at this.
Whoa.
Computer's drawing. So, it's just like,
Leave me
and I
alone.
just
I'm
like,
computering.
yeah, I remember like that got me. I was interested in CAD from like remembering that thing as a kid.
But that's not
In
really,
that,
is that an RC thing though? Or is that a
no,
thing that
but
you're saying is a success that led to?
that made me like interested in CAD, which is kind of where all of my success in RC came from,
Right.
which it led to all like it was almost the thing that led to all of my successes past that.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Have I had any success in this yet? I mean, I've built some stuff. I don't know.
Like
It's
how did the
weird.
opportunity to buy Scale Builders Guild pop up for you?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't really remember. I know that the previous owner was just sort of like, I'm over it. This is too much work. I don't have the same passion I used to. And I think I was a mod at the time. Like, I think I was just
Okay.
on the mod squad for the forums. And I think he saw me as someone who, like, could bring something to it, maybe. Like, did I even have the YouTube channel? I must have had the YouTube channel before I owned it. So, yeah, I did. I must have. And maybe he saw something there and he offered it to me. Uh, Sale price
So I
was,
mean, like
I guess that would be a moment. Yeah.
that seems like kind of a moment at least. Like
Yeah.
you could be in a similar position to you are now, just as I'm that guy, which doesn't have the same ring to it as Scale Builders Guild, but like
Well, one sounds better than
you
the other. That's for
know.
sure. One's easier to spell. Um, I think maybe one of the other things was actually like going to like one of my like going and meeting up with Noob for the first time.
Uh-huh.
I think that was probably a pretty big deal in terms of like that next level, because I mean we sat and we just kind of looked at builds and went over stuff, and like the time I've spent just hanging with him and talking, I've learned so much.
Absolutely. And that's, I have a similar,
Same thing with Headquake, right? Like I was really fortunate to meet and hang out with Rick a fair bit. I mean, we don't chat very
right.
often, but we still are in touch.
He doesn't seem like the chatty type. So,
Hmm.
but the Two things. Dale C, thank you. Sorry I'm late. I bought a chainsaw. Fewer trees on the property. You know what? It's always time for interruption for chainsaw stories is always worth it. 500 or 600, 100 to 150 foot trees coming down on Friday. Jesus.
That's a lot of
Be
trees.
careful, man.
Yeah.
And make sure someone's filming.
But
also
cut on this side.
Ben,
and then it'll go that way.
His comment in his share, luck disguised as hard work, or is hard work disguised as luck? That was like almost exactly what the video was about.
Like that's the thing though. It is
talked about
a ton of it is
people attributing like their success or whatever purely to hard work when like you shouldn't fully discount just some luck. It was a fantastic video. The website or the channel name is like Veritasium. And it's called the Success Paradox. It's a great video.
Yeah,
but it's just like, and everything has there's luck and, hard work that go into everything, but kind of,
I guess I'm trying to think of like, in terms of like success of like the SBG and this sort of like the YouTube thing and everything that I'm going to say that probably started with Rodney Wills. Because he reached out to me and was like, I'd love to talk to you on the phone about the stuff you're building and like see if I can't send you some kits and stuff. And I was like,
yeah, and that was,
whoa, what?
I had so when it was 2007 and I had just moved to Kansas City in January of that year, and the HPI Wheelie King had just come out, and Kevin, the owner of TCS Crawlers, which at the time was like the big place, website for RC crawling, and he reached out to me and he was just like, hey, I've seen that you've been posting a bunch of like CAD images and you're doing design work. Would you be interested in designing for us? We'll send you a truck and some stuff like this to work with. And I was just like, the idea of anybody sending you a vehicle was a day that today I still remember how excited I was.
Yeah.
Or it's
another one would have been like becoming a team driver for like RC 4-wheel drive. They're like,
sure,
we'll let you know when new stuff is coming out. We'll give you a first right of refusal on things. And, Tom would email me or Richard more than me, but hey, can you do a custom build for us? And I mean, it just kind of got us out there and put our names on the map, I guess. That's definitely a cool moment for sure too. I mean, I'm constantly surprised that my hobby has become this thing. And the great thing about it is that I still really love it as a hobby. There are times when I'm a little bit overwhelmed because I've got so many projects on the go and this room is very small, but I love it. I wouldn't, even if I wasn't doing this part, I would still be doing this.
I fully agree. And the exact same for me. And I feel like I would maybe be getting more done because of, in all honesty, just the amount of time that this stuff takes.
The filming and the editing and
it's like the filming, the editing and learn just all of it. It's a constant, the amount of money that it takes to buy that side of the equipment that takes away from being able to put it into this side. But one of the other ones that I had thought about was actually you had reached out to me when we got the deadbolts.
Right.
And wait, was it the honcho first?
Was it the honcho first? Yeah, honcho first, then the deadbolt.
Exactly. Yeah,
monthly mayhem.
It was because we got the honcho, the red JK, and the deadbolt all within like a month and a half or 2 months. But you had messaged me and you're just like, hey, you want to like work on a video together? And I was like, well, I'm going to do this budget build with this budget build. I remembered saying, not budget build off. I'm going to be doing and like, you interested in doing that? And you're like, sure. And then we're midway through it and you're like, how long do you do these? And I was like, the last one was like 30 weeks. You're like, but
yeah. And then
so you reaching out, that was like, to me, that was one thing that helped immensely. I started paying more attention to just the channel in general and continuing to be more consistent and things like that.
Yeah, well, that's great. I mean, I think having someone like you, like this kind of partnership, it does push each of us to actually get content out and finish things and do stuff. RCPC aside, we we tend to finish projects to completion, and this latest build off is a good one for sure. Rich, don't make fun of my shirt. Trigilio. Ew, that shirt, Matt. LOL. I like this shirt. Axial needs to do some vintagey style shirts. I mean, it's in Horizon colors.
It reminds me of Excite Bike. But I actually like the shirt.
Yeah, I think it's a good
Scott O'Blander, thank you, sir. Why did CAD lead you to civil engineering and not mechanical engineering? I mean, both of them were a thought to me at the time, especially right before when I was deciding to go to college. At the time, especially in high school, I had a high school math teacher and who was also my next door neighbor, and she was a professional civil engineer. And she had kind of given me some really good info about it. And then I really liked bridge building at the time. I did like the Nebraska
I did that
State
in school. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to I had done like our local ones and won that. And then I went to the state competition and did, well there.
We had to use paper.
I really enjoyed. We did some paper stuff, but ours were like these thin sticks of balsa wood that you couldn't laminate together. They could be next to each other, but they couldn't be laminated. And there was a bunch of rules and all that. And they filled it with water until it broke. But I really liked a lot of the side of civil engineering, and I kind of liked the lane that it would put me in at that time. They had always said like mechanical engineering, which I obviously enjoy. It can kind of be mouse straps to rocket ships. You could be doing anything in there. Where civil engineering, like, this is kind of in the lane you're going to be in. If this is one that I keep saying lane, traffic, what do you know? Then
that's
it
good.
Would, and it did, and I think it was a good fit for me while I was doing that.
And you get to talk about like roundabouts and stuff, all the stuff that you really love.
I didn't realize my passion for traffic until my last couple years of college.
Yeah. Checkered Past asked, have you been more of a builder than a product reviewer prior to fame? Fame, I don't think this counts. No, I think I was doing stuff like that even back then. Yeah. There was a time when I wasn't even in front of the camera. I was mostly just running videos. That was all it was. Yeah.
Well, I even did.
I didn't even talk.
I did talking, but it was just the only thing you saw was the back of my hairy hands. Yeah. So exactly.
COVID aside, prior to this, did you ever just go out and crawl with buddies? I don't have a lot of friends in this general vicinity that RC at all. So I would always have to drive, but yeah, I would definitely get together and do that, mostly with Headquake. And now, finally, Super Greg wants to know, so the Traxxas paint won't be available in Canada. I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's available yet. I think it's just a labeling issue, which I'm sure they're going to fix right away, and then it will be available here. But the second part of his question, then why send it to someone in Canada to promote the paint?
The internet is...
We're worldwide. Prestige. Worldwide.
Put white out on a bee. It died.
Boats and hose. All right. Yeah, because this is worldwide. I don't ever really go, the pricing in Canada is this much more. It's just, this is the price.
Yeah, now that is a question that comes up on the budget bill. They're like, well, is it really fair between you two? And because I'm like, Matt's working in US dollars.
I always work in US dollars. I never work in Canadian dollars.
So that's, it's one of those things. I'm like, well, of course.
Yeah. But hey, 949 Designs, thanks for the $1 or $9.99. Buy Matted Plaid Dremel Fund. They come in plaid? Oh, that's how fast it goes.
We could hydro dip one.
That would be awesome. My current one goes to 30, which I'm Assuming that's 30,000 RPM.
Mine only goes to 6.
Well,
but yeah, let's see. This says it goes up to 37,000 RPMs.
that's 7,000 more than me. But yours plugs into the wall, right?
This one does not.
Oh,
This one, I have a plug-in one, but this is a wireless.
okay.
Battery power.
A
Cordless,
wireless,
as they say.
It's got Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's got the Bluetooth.
Was I a model builder prior to RC? I did some static modeling when I was a kid, but I was more into trains than I was into anything else.
Which is the most fitting thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. If you want to see what amazing stuff can be done with model trains, or at least that scale, check out Luke Towan here on YouTube.
Yeah, somehow you've got me to watch some of that before, and I'm just
so
like,
great. He's so awesome.
God. So, looking, did you see in the news this week that I included a little bit of a story on that new Friction RC?
You mean Pitbull Racing RC?
Can we discuss that?
Yeah,
why that's weird?
Let's talk about
why
that.
That's weird to me.
You know who we are, but we're not telling you. It's so weird. Why bother?
So the reason that it initially popped up, or initially thought, for one, I saw that the Instagram profile popped up, and anytime it's like something like that, oftentimes if I see a company that like starts to follow, I'll click on it, and that could have been easily just somebody's name.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just clicked on it, and it was obviously like trying to be a company with a website and all that. And I was just like, that's odd. And then I saw a photo on Facebook pop up. And I specifically saw the style of the build that was in the images. Oh. And it had axial machined links with like a Tamiya link mount on top, and just how everything was put together. And it was, do you remember Bender Customs? Brad Dumont. Do you know Brad?
Yeah, I know Brad. Yeah, of course.
He has a very specific style. He doesn't fab a lot. He kind of just makes parts work together.
Yeah.
Which it's just a really odd style.
No, well, unique. Don't say odd. It's unique.
Unique, sure. It's a unique style. And I was just like, that looks like Brad's style. And I was looking at the shocks. It's like, man, those kind of look like Pitbull style shocks too. And I was just like, did Brad start his own deal? And I like went to their Facebook profile, and there's like 5 or 6 posts. Each of them only had like 1 like.
And Brad was the one who was liking them.
Brad was one. And then I was like, and Brad, Bender Customs, who used to work for Axial, like there was the SWX chassis for those who don't, or who may remember that. And I was just like, okay. And I was looking, and there was another Pitbull driver who had liked, like the one post that had 2 was just another Pitbull. Mm-hmm. Then I saw the website, and it said, American made, or American owned and American designed. You know who we are, or you know who we are, but we're not
telling.
And I was just like, okay, now I have to figure it out.
Well, yeah, because you can't leave something like that out
I
there.
know, like don't put a carrot out right. Like that. Just be.
It might as well have just said, Josh, figure out who we are.
Like you'll waste time investigating a useless bit of knowledge.
And you did.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what they wanted you. Maybe this was all an elaborate ruse to get you to promote them on the news.
The missed find and replace in the terms and conditions was an easy one. And then, some of the other, I looked up like the who is stuff, or, try and see who owned the website, but it had who is privacy and all that. But why
are they doing that? Like, what's the point? Like, I
don't
with Incision as an example, that was just another line that you guys decided to do to kind of live within the Vanquish ecosphere.
Right. It just would feel, it was like one of those decisions we had, like, we wanted to have, if we wanted to have a parallel part, like, how do you just have the parallel parts without, we're just like at the time, titanium and stainless. We're like, let's just do the stainless option under this other brand and do this.
Right. And that's why you did it. And you didn't, it's not like you said Incision parts. We're not telling you who we are. It's on the Vanquish site, for crying out loud.
So I
Rogue
just found it
Creations,
so
thanks for
odd.
the $5. Speaking of trains, I would like to do a garden train. Where should I start? Ooh, I
With a
don't know
garden.
anything about garden. Yeah, start with, you need land. Buy land. They're not making any more of it. I don't know, but for a garden layout, do steam. Go big or go home. That's what I say.
949 Designs, thank you, sir. Get yourself some new X-Acto blades. You know what? I haven't changed mine out in several months. I should do that.
Oh my God. I changed mine out several times this week.
I bet I did mine last time on the stream, and I bet it was in the 50s.
Richard Trujillo, I count on Josh for useless knowledge. That's true.
You know, actually, as Rich brings up, the number of people in the industry that I talk to, they're like, watch the news every week. Like, that's how we find out what's going on. Like I don't have time to pay attention to that crap. Like,
people actually watch your show.
Yeah, I know.
It's a popular show. It's good. It
is.
There's good information in there.
There's information in there for sure.
Yeah, there is information. Rich said, I think it was to get you guys to talk about it. How many just Googled the name right now? Yeah, that's true.
You would think, but I will also say already, is it not the worst name?
Friction.
Like, for one, it's not even just friction spelled right. It's friction with an X. Okay. And then it's just like, friction is the word. Like,
you don't want that.
Just trying to get away from friction.
Yeah. They should call it like well lubricated.
But so like they have shocks that look pretty similar to the Pitbull shocks. The Pitbull shocks are $100 a pair, or like $90 a pair. These are $70 a pair.
Okay.
Just I don't get it. What's the point?
Yikes.
They don't really have.
Jeremy Kilburn said, "Have you met the owner? That should explain it."
I've had some really good times with Mike Green.
I have
in some places I shouldn't be, and some times where
I
should have been at all.
Thankfully, have no experience there. Grimger, thanks for the $5. Hey guys, it's been a minute since I've been able to catch a Wednesday night stream, so welcome back, Grim. Thank you for checking in.
I'm going to repeat the exact same words that Matt just said. Grimger, appreciate it as well.
Very awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for checking in. Yeah, Josh went Columbo on that one. There's just one more thing.
It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, but friction factor when it comes to traction. Well, there's a good point, Ben. That's the one time you want some friction, but
they usually call that traction, so it should have been traction with an X.
But Traction Hobbies is already a company. They got us.
Darn it. Project One, seriously, how is Headquake? I haven't spoken to Rick in a little bit, but good a reason as any to reach out, so I will check in on him. Maybe I'll get together with him, provided we're all allowed to, which I think we are.
Yes. Sure, friction isn't great, but would you buy from well oiled?
I was like well lubricated.
Good work, Alex.
Yeah. Smooth running.
Lubed up
RC. You know what? I think we just started our next company, Josh.
We only sell 9-inch men. I quit.
Good night, everybody. That's it.
This show's been
out of here. This show's done.
YouTube canceled its first show.
That's impinging on my rights. Crawler Baller, thanks for the $25. Wow. How do I get my hands on these rigs after the build off so I can run them on my course, then send them back? Obviously. Love the live stream, boys. You know what? I'm sure we can make that happen.
You know what? I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, you wanna run them, shoot them, and send them back? We can make that happen.
Maybe I'll even have an exact clone of mine already.
Yeah, it's a perfect 1-for-1 reconstruction of the budget build. ×2.
If you send me all of the exact same parts, I'll just build you the same one.
Crawler Baller, if you're actually serious about that, reach out to one of us on Instagram and we'll try to sort something out for you.
Yeah.
Dave Zilla says, and Dave Zilla knows because he works at a hobby shop, and I respect him very much. The Horizon compliance issue is not a choking hazard, by the way.
So I would have loved to get some freaking information on that. I got a copy of the email, and that's all I could get. And it didn't say anything in it about any of this. I reached out, I put a post up on Instagram trying to get it.
So do they have to send product back if they have stuff now?
I think so. I don't know what the issue was. I was really wondering. But also the copy of the email that I got, it didn't seem complete because like I had heard that the SMT10 can't be sent to Canada currently.
Well, it's because nobody wants it anymore.
Well, there's that. Canadians are like, ooh, monster trucks. Like,
no thanks. We don't like
aggressive.
Those up here.
Yeah, like,
monster sounds a little scary, okay? Give us some more of them 9-inch guys.
Yeah. I would have loved to get more information on that. I really wanted to. I tried getting a hold of the hobby shop that I got a hold of was in Canada, obviously.
Which
and
one?
He didn't know specifically.
Which one did you?
Eliminator RC.
Where are they?
The my side, above North Dakota.
Oh, Larry.
So yeah,
I know him. Everything's related to the diff gaskets.
That I heard. It's like I had heard a rumor about that and like possible asbestos, but I was like, that can't be real. There's no way. Craig, like, that would be illegal in the U.S. too.
Craig, who owns another hobby shop here, he said, yes, we have to send stuff back, and there's more part numbers being added this week.
No way.
That's crazy.
Would somebody please send me an email if you have actual information? I would very much appreciate it. You can find a link on my website or shoot me a message on Instagram, whatever you have. Yep. I'll call you.
Dave Zilla said they may have to send stuff back, but that's like a couple skids worth of product.
I can't imagine what that would be.
Wouldn't it be just easier for them to send a sticker they can just slap on the box?
It depends. If it's something like that, where if it's like an actual material that's a banned material, they could be forced to have to ship back. Who knows? But I would really like to hear.
Yeah, Dave 4130 said, I think Canada should hold back syrup from Horizon. That's it, Horizon. You're not getting any more maple syrup. You're gonna have to say please.
Dale C. Josh, Matt, how about you send me those rippers for me to film and test on the course? That
cannot be arranged.
Dale, you know what? It's only sent with a chaperone. So you have to pay for my chaperone to go up there. She's a nice lady. She sleeps on my couch a lot.
Nicole?
Yeah. I mean, not all the time, but like during the day sometimes.
Oh, wow. Everything that's on the list has a paper gasket. So there you go. There's something in that gasket. It's the diff gasket, right?
Yeah.
It's chock full of...
But is it been confirmed that it's that? Because, I mean, like the SMT10 is made in Taiwan. The Armas that were on the list, those are made in China. So it's not like it's coming from one source.
No, but it's whatever that source for the gasket is. They probably have like one company that makes gaskets.
Oh,
right?
There's got to be more. Got to be. I don't know. I'm interested. I'd love to have some actual info.
It's like they've all got the same kind of names for the companies there. It's like gasket concern in this prefecture, and the number one gasket concern.
I bet it's a carcinogen. It could be.
Probably is.
So the gasket is made of rabies.
Don't eat the gaskets. That's all they have to put on the box.
Do not lick this RC car.
Don't lick
Seriously,
the gasket.
guys.
Stop licking the gaskets. It's like that's the new Tide Pod challenge. Lick the gasket.
I mean, kids these days.
What's up, YouTube? We're out here today. We're licking all the gaskets at the RC shop. Get out of here, you kids! Oh my god.
I don't know. Such an interesting, just I gotta know.
Hey, was the Night Runner out when we did our show last week?
Did we? Yes, it was.
Okay.
It had come out on Monday. I showed it on Tuesday's Scale News. Then we talked about it on Wednesday.
Cool.
So.
Jeremy Kilburn goes, now I want to lick a gasket.
I kind of want to know. Are they any good?
Yeah, like, do they taste good? Is that what it is?
They R2R product ready to run? Is that what you mean, Kyle? No, they're not all. Some of them are just individual parts.
Yeah.
Some of them are actual trucks. It's a full list. So I don't know. So
Moose just following up on my ornery old RC shop owner. Take your ECXs, go get.
And now it's trending.
I licked a gasket once. Don't recommend it.
It's standard.
I don't know. I mean, they've got electrolytes, so
blown a gasket, licked a gasket, whatever.
Now we've gone a step too far. Yeah. Next post, hashtag.
That's a turn of phrase. Thank you.
Hashtag SBG gasket challenge. Now, do you think you could lick another company's gaskets? Hello.
Blind taste testing.
Hello, Element.
We should blind taste test all the gaskets. Arma, ECX, Axial, Traxxas. Just line them all up. Be like, nope. Yep.
That's an Arma one.
I can clearly tell why these are banned and this one's not.
This one tastes like burning.
This one tastes like a 9-volt and...
Moose Jaw goes, so great. I find one of my students licking gaskets. That would be new.
What is this? How did this show happen?
I don't know.
And for so long.
So long. It's constantly good. Self-judged.
Yeah, exactly.
Checkered Past goes, Trax is currently patenting the flavored gasket.
It's just, you're going to have the Traxxas Rustler Zebra Stripes edition. Like, or what was that? Fruit Stripes. It was the zebra with the basket. Yeah. Fruit Stripes.
Yeah, fruit by the foot.
Wait, do you remember... Was this only me and my brother as kids? There was like certain gum where you could eat the wrapper too.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was a thing. I was just like, I was just thinking back on it. Like, that was the gum you could eat the wrapper. I wonder, was that just us? Like, did we ever confirm that?
I definitely tried that.
It wasn't good.
It's not
obviously.
Good. It's like I
don't know why you would have.
It's ever, like the paper wrapped chocolate cigarettes. Remember those? It was like it wasn't a cigarette. It was a candy cigarette, obviously, back in the days when kids could pretend to smoke. It wasn't the Popeye cigarettes. Those were different. But it was like a really bad chocolate wrapped in paper, and most people just ate the paper because it all tasted horrible. Gunnar Nissen, thanks for the $4.99. I've licked a lot of things. A gasket won't be one of them. Or a 9-inch man.
They make gaskets with stuff that they put the Nintendo Switch cartridges. Wait, they put on Nintendo.
Because you got to blow on them.
Lone Star RC guy, thank you, sir. This donation to get the gasket budget lick off series started. Moose Jaw, will you go count how many different gasket options there are at RC Country this weekend?
just for knowledge, not for,
That, I mean,
just to
not
know.
gonna do it. Like this gasket is bad.
My stomach's gonna hurt tomorrow. Oh
Did you
man.
eat more of that? Did you eat more of that Armageddon jerky? Licking gaskets. Like,
So long as they don't lick the water pump gasket for a Toyota water pump. Is that a bad idea?
you ever seen that?
I don't think I have.
There's a specific Toyota that you can call an auto parts shop and be like, "Hey, do you have a gasket for a 1987 4Runner with the 22R, whatever?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, we have it in stock." Like, I just want to make sure it's the right one. Can you explain what it looks like to me? Because it's very phallic. Like,
I see.
I just want to make sure I have the right one. Can you get?
Looks like well.
Looks just like Bezos' rocket. Like,
Okay. Copy. Yeah, Phantom Works said, so gasket flavored jerky next? I mean, Gunner, you can get on that. You're going to have to taste it first.
You're going to be a real narrow market that's going to sell to. You got about 300 prospective clients. I heard all the gaskets taste like chicken.
Oh, man.
So,
yeah, totally, Oni. You're going to have a bunch of kids that know nothing about RC coming in off the streets tomorrow buying gaskets, but only Horizon ones. You can only want the Horizon gaskets. That's why the hobby shop employees are always happy.
Yeah.
There's something in the gaskets.
Yes. Yeah. The employee discount. They're going to be just bootlegging them out the back.
Yo, you guys want some gaskets?
I got these. Like trench coat sales and gasket sales both going through the roof. 1997 Toyota Tacoma water pump gasket. Matt, Google it. There you go.
All right, I'm looking it up.
97 Tacoma water pump. Do it. Bacardi and Cola.
Do it. Oh, it's the first thing that comes up when you type in 97 Tacoma. Hello. All right.
Now, if you were to compare that to your figure that you bought,
this looks a little bit bigger. I mean, not me, man. Not me. Dog's barking. He's barking.
Yes, we can hear. Your NVIDIA broadcast settings are not turned up that high.
Let me crank them up. There we go.
But yes. So I have an event this weekend.
Yes, ASD Crawl for the Cure, right?
Autism. Oh no, the Autism Awareness.
Autism Awareness, right?
Which is in the Patterson, California area at Frank Rains Off-Road Park. The Crawl for a Cure area is ablaze right now.
No,
a really bad one popped up in the last few days. That's just going crazy. Hopefully, anybody. I mean,
that's not good.
No, it's another really bad fire that started. Obviously, it's like 40 miles from me right now.
Are these natural wildfires or?
Some, but not all. Like that river fire started at a campground. That was that one that was near Brandon's house.
Yeah.
This one, last I saw, it showed that it was under investigation. There hadn't been a
usually that means that it's not natural.
Right. Yeah. Usually they can identify if they're lightning strike, or lightning created, or things like that. So
that's brutal, man.
Yeah.
A lot of fires. Air quality is terrible out west. All over. Western Canada is terrible too.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. The fires up in Canada are really bad. Our air quality's been terrible. Like, it's just so overcast, the yellow skies from the blocking out the sun.
Yeah. Apparently Siberia is on fire as well. The fires there are bigger than all the fires in the world combined.
Which is wild.
That's crazy. That's not good.
Yes. Yeah, the next time it will be a crawl for the victims of gasket poisoning.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the Dixie Fire is getting close to Susanville. It is that big. It's over 600,000 acres at this point.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yep. True story. Unbelievable.
Wow.
But so yeah, that's hopefully the smoke isn't too bad at the event. Obviously, that's not the largest concern, but
No.
it's something nonetheless. So yeah, what do you know? That more budget build stuff to get done.
Yes.
RCP to get
RCPC. We're
shelved.
gonna figure out what the challenges are. We're gonna do. I think we decided we're gonna do 2 driving challenges.
Yes.
One backing up, with a trailer, obviously. What was the other one we were gonna do? Something about like hooking up a trailer, like a time challenge, maybe.
Slalom, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Then we'll
yes,
do some benchmarks as well, just to sort of
and then
test the
and then
power.
benchmarks. Yes.
And then that'll wrap up. I think we'll shoot. I'm probably going to shoot Sunday for that.
That's what I'm
'Cause,
hoping to do,
I've got a
depending
little
on.
hobby shop thing on Saturday that I'm going to try and get to.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, a little customer appreciation, little rock crawl, little GCM prizes for trucks. What trucks should I take?
That
Maybe I'll take the Jelly Bean.
There you go. So that would be. I mean, you could take the Gladiator, and people would be like, there you go, because it looks like a truck. The Jelly Bean takes an appreciated eye to understand.
I think I'll be in good company.
Yeah, I think so too. Are the guys from GCM actually coming?
Be there. Yep.
They're because they're not close to you. They're a few hours away, aren't they?
They are a few hours away, but I think they're staying overnight to play with some other friends. So Crawler Baller wants to see the Jelly Bean. I mean, who doesn't? It's been shown off a few times, I do believe.
Yep.
There it is.
That's
so weird.
It is very weird, but it's still cool. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know why either.
Matt should
spend a good amount of time on that.
Bug. Yeah, you should bring your Sand Scorcher as well.
Yeah.
It's such an easy one to appreciate also.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll take that one too, just to show it off. Miss you, fucker.
No, jump it. Sick jumps.
So, yeah. Anyway, Jelly Bean. Moose Jaw, Matt, you hit 2 cones back there. Those could have been people. They could have been guests at her wedding. Josh, they were cones. What's that from? Sounds really familiar.
No, I don't get that specific reference either.
Yeah.
I just think that it's funny.
It is funny.
I mean, obviously it came from something.
That event is out in Paris, Ontario. Named after Paris, France.
Original. I like it.
Most of the places here are named after other places.
That makes sense.
There's a place called Kitchener, which isn't too far from here. Originally, Berlin. They changed that. Oh. They changed that in the 30s, 40s.
That was from the
Wedding Singer, right?
Oh. I didn't.
Sorry, Moose Jaw.
I haven't seen The Wedding Singer in a really long time.
Yeah, it's not my I don't think that was one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies.
I mean, it was definitely during the time when they started to take a downward slide.
It was good.
The Little Nicky era, but
Happy Gilmore.
The Wedding Singer. Happy Gilmore. I mean, that was good. I'm talking about Little Nicky era. It was starting really going down, but the Wedding Singer part, I always liked the I have the microphone, so you'll listen to every damn word I have to say.
Yeah, things I could have known yesterday. Yeah.
So, Richard Fazio is asking, what are you going to do with a 30,000 milliamp battery?
Oh,
And
yeah,
we did
good
talk
question.
about
That
that
did come up.
at the beginning. The 30,000 milliamp LiPo is for the Traxxas TRX 4000.
Are you taking that to your little crawl event?
If I can get it done in time, I don't know. It depends. I'm going to have to hoof it tomorrow night. If
You got to do
so.
some lot of cutting, right?
I've already done the cutting, but I have to design and CNC the battery tray. Because obviously that does not fit within the confines of the existing battery
tray. Do you
tray.
think you could make up a brass battery tray?
Oh, you mean if I had like 1/8 inch thick brass plate to use for such a thing? Like, I mean, if that was an option for material that I could order to have multiples of these, I mean, it's a good idea. I wish I would have thought of that. But
your sarcasm is not lost on me.
I think I'm going to use carbon fiber.
Boo!
Because, trying to keep things light, but
performance.
Best Adam Sandler movie. I mean, I don't know if you can beat Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore is hard to beat. If we're talking about his comedy movies, if it's not comedy, then that latest one that he did, where he was like a gambler, like a gambling problem jewelry guy.
Terrible.
Oh, dude, no, that was a great movie.
Precious Gems, or Uncut Gems or whatever.
That was an incredible movie.
Terrible.
I mean, you weren't watching it then.
Was not watching intently, but I don't even think I finished it was the problem.
Oof, that movie's amazing.
It was I don't like that type of like tension during it.
I could see that.
I didn't like. Is that 3S or 4S? That is 6S, Cameron. So, I don't want to spoil it. I mean, we're deep into this show already, so the people who aren't, really invested in this anyway, won't be here. But I did also buy. It's not here yet. It won't be in here before the event. But I bought a new servo for the TRX 4000 and new motor options. I'll just say that the new servo is over 2,000 ounce inches.
It's going to need to be 2,000.
So, over 2,000 ounce inches.
God, it's crazy.
They're having to double check though if it can handle 6S or if I'm gonna have to get like a 20 amp external BEC just for it. So we'll see.
So crazy.
What's a 30,000 milliamp battery go for these days? $520. 514, I think, actually, but yeah, it's like 520, 514, 520. Unreasonable.
Yeah, that's a
lot.
But
it's such an unreasonable truck in the first place that it seemed like it was the great decision.
All of your decisions seem like good ones on paper. But I don't know, man.
Could that battery start your Gladiator? In a heartbeat. I actually got a jump box from them as well, which has like less. I mean, I think it's got maybe a tenth of the battery starting ability that this does. This could start a diesel. This could start a big rig.
Yeah. It could start the Hadron Collider.
Right.
Adam, yeah, I'm going to do styrene videos every once in a while. I've got sort of like a getting started in styrene construction video.
Yeah, you do.
Can go back.
But it's shot from this angle. And you're like, hi.
Today, no, it's not that one. It's not that one, is it?
Yes.
Is it like in my old workshop with all the like
super dark behind
janky
you? And you're like, hi.
What's up?
Today, we're going to talk about styrene.
Is it really? Like, I should update that video then.
Maybe you made another one, but I specifically remember watching that before doing some styrene work several years ago and just being like, no way. This was...
Gosh, that doesn't sound like me.
Doesn't it? Oh,
Let me just check my channel real quick.
yeah. I'm gonna need you to do that.
Styrene.
That's
Scratch
it. I
building
mean,
with styrene. Let's just take a quick look at this here. Oh, yeah, it is. It's so old, there's a Vatera Ascender behind me. Holy
well,
cow.
yeah. See,
I shot this in 4K.
Jesus, God.
Unbelievable. Why?
I mean, you're like 4K, yes. Lighting, nah.
Nah, don't need it. There's so many trucks behind me that I don't own anymore.
Oh yeah, we've played that. I mean, the oldest truck I think I own is the Ripper. I don't think I've had anything longer than that, and that was from 2017,
Oh
16,
man,
17, no, 2017.
that is nuts. That yes, Adam. Now I understand why you'd like a new video.
Right? I mean, not that like styrene technology has come a real long way, but
No.
but you
So
know,
it was me that turned you off styrene. Okay. It was Phantom Works saying that. It's funny.
the but it's an interesting point. Just like doing some of those videos, they're videos that we both know will not perform as well as like our more
Yeah.
mainstream type videos, which is always a bit of a. It's like the videos that we both would enjoy doing the most. Sometimes are the ones that just don't perform. I really really liked STL Sunday stuff,
Yeah.
but if nobody watches it, it's not worth doing.
Nope.
It's the amount of effort that it takes to do those things and the lack of growth that comes from it. It's just like I've got to. You only have so much time. You can't just always. I mean, I can do CAD on my own whenever I want. It's not, but I would have loved if that would have been something that people would have latched onto more. But
Uh,
and maybe it was just my presenting style that it wasn't.
it was a good show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I learned a lot, and I could probably go back and rewatch all of them and pick up a lot more stuff that would really help me in my designing. Because I'm very bad at thinking like that. It's hard for me to like. I can see it in my head, but it's hard for me to translate that with the
Oh, like
tools.
breaking down into
Yeah, like
the
just
simpler steps and things
even
like
just
that.
watching you in sort of like time lapse build that bumper on your build yesterday or
Oh
today, I
yeah,
mean, I was like, holy shit, yeah, that's how you. Oh, okay, I get it now. So, um,
which
Ride 1ZZ, getting back into RC after many years, just finished a Capra kit and still have the itch to build. Any recommendations on a more complex kit that will keep me more occupied for a long while?
I'm
Cross
thinking.
RC, maybe?
Ooh no,
No, it'd keep them busy.
frustrated is what you meant. I'm thinking more
DS410?
like that truck over your right shoulder.
Oh, like
Yeah,
yeah, one of the
to me,
semis.
a one. You want to talk those 1/14th scale builds? Like
They're very challenging.
not something I would have thought would have been nearly as fun as they actually were.
Yeah, this thing was a
I,
blast to build. It's a pain, like so many steps. Like there's so
oh,
many tiny pieces on these newer ones. On Josh's build, there were like 5 pieces to put together, but on
right.
these
I
newer
had the
ones,
snap type version of
so
math
many more
level
things.
3 model.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Yeah, if
but
you go for one of the more
if you
modern trucks, they are definitely very complicated, especially when
if
you
you
get
want
into
something
the
that's
whole
like
like
the build,
MFCs. Yeah.
yeah, the build to like go, and that's the part you really want to enjoy, man, I cannot recommend them enough.
Yeah, it was a super fun build. And then like all the detailing and weathering that I did, I think, added a whole other level of complexity that I was pretty pleased with. I would definitely recommend. Definitely recommend.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one.
Yep.
So, y'all got me to buy a semi, still in the box.
Oh, build that sucker. Don't drive it.
Yeah, like that's not the point. Just build it.
Never. This thing's never left this shelf until this weekend.
Yes.
And then it will go in a box.
So.
Matt should do a
STL
master class on
Sundays
styrene. No, I should
needed
not.
a Roz to his Frasier. Right. Yeah. Oh, Jesse was saying it would have worked if Nicole read comments.
Oh man, but you couldn't get her to sit there for another show.
Oh, and exactly. That is exactly it. Yeah. That would, and especially for that one, because I would have had to been like, all right, you've got to read these comments, but you have to give me genuine comments and then time to respond. And she'd be like, no, I'm not interested in that. I
No,
only
thanks.
want to be in here if I'm only here to roast you.
Yeah, exactly. Unibody Wheeler. Yes, those car commercials that I did the static models for are out there. They're for MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, which is a huge organization here. I don't know if you guys have that in the States.
We do.
Okay. So they may actually even be using them down there. I don't know. Chances are they probably aren't. We
don't see as many PSAs on TV as you guys do.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, Canada has a law that's one out of every so many commercial or however many minutes of commercials has to be a PSA.
Yeah, you don't have that down there?
We don't have nearly that. There will be some, but nothing like Canadian TV.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, it's way different.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a PSA. The concept of it is sort of like you're very close, very tight in on these models that have been in a well, you don't know it's a model. So imagine you're close in on like a Prius or whatever, and it's been in a car accident. And it's like the windows smashed and the whole front end is crushed in, and there's sirens and flashing lights, and it's raining, and you can hear voices and stuff, and the camera's pulling out, and as it's pulling out, it reveals that it's actually a car inside an alcohol bottle or like a beer bottle or whatever. So it's sort of like it says it's about time everyone gets the message. Impaired driving kills. It's a message in a bottle. So it's like a ship in a bottle. That's the connection they made there. So
yes.
And
I did some design work for that commercial as well.
No,
so,
you didn't. You didn't do anything with that.
Was I credited on that?
No.
For my design work?
No, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything on those.
I did.
What'd you do?
I did a child seat.
Oh yeah, you did. That's right. I forgot about that.
I expect to be credited.
Yeah.
I would like that redacted and amended.
Yeah.
And whatever the other words would be.
But they should be out there. I don't know if they're on YouTube. Let me see if I can find them.
I think they were because you posted it on Facebook, didn't you? You shared the school's post.
Yeah, I shared. Yeah. Oh, they are on there. All right. Not a ton of views, but that doesn't surprise me.
Do they have more or less than the budget build?
Far less.
Far
less.
We need to pump those numbers up. It's rookie numbers.
They're the top 3 uploads. I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
There you go. So.
Bap. There you go. Everybody can check them out.
Yeah. That's,
get those views up there for me.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what you just did to the comments of that video?
Oh no.
Everybody if you're only watching on my channel, go to Matt's, get those links, leave some comments.
Leave nice comments.
I want
guys.
gasket related comments.
Oh God.
I want
Don't say anything about me in the comments.
There's so many gasket comments. What is their stance on gasketing before driving? And
this is gonna be bad. I can feel it. There's only one comment so far, so we'll know who it is, you guys.
We'll wake up in the morning.
Son
Matt
of
is
a
a professional. Be professional.
Yeah, be professional. I am a professional. I do remember the Nissan commercial using the
my viewer count did just drop down so that they could run over to yours. Get those links. I saw it immediately.
That's amazing.
Ben just caught that too.
Zip.
Coming to grab them links.
You gotta scroll through the whole chat to find it. Amazing.
Oh, I smoked one gasket and I robbed my grandmother and smashed her car.
They don't Mad Canada doesn't have a huge amount of subs either. They could really use some work on their website.
Yeah.
I have a feeling though that
That's
these are going to win some awards because they're pretty impactful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I
the
think
is
so.
the PSA awards segment of the
It's big.
whatever the Canadian Emmys are
Oh, and there's no.
notable?
This is the worldwide.
Oh. I want my cut of the trophy.
Okay, you can
It's
have
just I just want one of the felt feet.
1/24. I'll make you a
one one of the
1/24
little
scale.
one of the little felt feet off the bottom of it.
That's so great. Love it. What video is the
Ah.
gasket video?
I'm so excited to go check that out in the morning.
Hopefully you guys are kind.
Oh, the whoever runs that YouTube channel is going to be like, "What is going on?
What happened?
Flying gaskets?
Something happened here.
We're going viral. We're going viral. 15 comments."
Oh my god. All right. Looks like everyone is being nice. I haven't seen any comments come. Maybe their
Oh,
comments are they're moderated or something. Can they do that?
they could do that. Have to be approved,
Yeah.
which wouldn't surprise me.
Corey Peterson. Gaskets kill. You know what? I'm reporting that comment. No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that.
uh,
You're gonna be like, well, I don't get it.
like,
I don't understand.
that's exactly it. Ah, so good. Well,
Shall
this was a
we
great
wrap
show.
it up tonight? I'm sleepy.
Yes,
I want to eat some chips.
I have a number. What?
I want to eat chips in bed.
What? That is an actual saying. Like that's like I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers. Like
Yeah, I know that saying. So that'd be fine. My wife wouldn't kick me out of bed for eating chips. She'd probably have a few.
I can't. I can't.
It's late here. I was up late putting together the budget build video.
I have things to finish installing here on the mock-up
Yeah.
build.
I sort of got
And then
I got halfway through the stuff with the PC, so I've got to reassemble that before I go to bed.
yes.
Can't just leave all
Then
these things sitting out.
I have to unload some items from the back of the Gladiator because Nicole is taking it tomorrow.
The bag of spoons that you fit in the back. I got a 20 pack of spoons back there, so don't take any turns too aggressively. Might roll it. Actually, because I don't know if we've ever talked about this on the show real quick, but the used car market is crazy up here.
It's spicy everywhere.
It's
right now.
crazy.
I mean,
they want to buy my Jeep right now. I still owe about, well, actually I won't talk about numbers, but I will make a profit of like $9,000 if I sold it back to the dealership today.
Yeah.
And I was like, so what do you got on the lot that I might want?
Nothing.
They actually do. They've got
Really?
they've got a Rubicon 4xe that's already with all the options. And I was kind of like, Rebecca's like, do what you want. I don't care. I was like, is that like, do what you want? I don't care. A happy, do what you want? I don't care. Or is it a sad, do what you want? I don't care.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm going to gauge that. But because 30 miles of full electric means I would basically never have
For
to pay for
you,
gas because I don't
right?
go any further than that ever.
Exactly. I mean, I couldn't even drive to work and back, but
Really?
like,
It's more than 30 miles
not
to
quite.
work?
It's just, yeah, just over.
Dang.
But and that's the same thing for me. Like, well, it even before, like 6 months ago, the dealership was calling and being like, you want to sell that Gladiator back?" I'm like, "No."
Not really.
Like, they told me the number, and I was just like, "That is more than I paid new."
Yeah.
Like, because I had got it like right at the end of employee pricing and deals on interest rates and all that. It's just like, oh,
It's like
hmm.
I can't for the life of me I can't figure out how they're going to make money by giving me so much of it.
They're selling for crazy numbers.
I
Have you seen what like just prices on used cars are?
Well, yeah, I was looking at Wranglers because I was like, this has got to be a scam. Where's the scam here? And then I went to Auto Trader, and they're all like above sticker, which is insane. Who's
Right.
like, are people buying them?
Yep.
That's nuts.
Yep. It's I mean, it's wild.
Should
I've got
I
friends who are
do it? Because
in the auto industry. Yes, you should. If they're well, only if they're not doing crazy markups on the 4xe.
which they don't seem to be. It seems to be like
It could be because that is not everybody's looking for an electric option.
not everybody is looking for that, and I think they actually have a glut of them, which is why it might be a good opportunity to get one because then I can get
And
and I don't have to
there's
order it because it's sitting on the lot. It's
what
exactly the
color is
same
it?
Stingray,
Oh,
which
dang it.
and it's actually the colored top too, and the colored fenders, which I usually wouldn't go for.
Ah, it's the best.
I like I like the contrasting. I like the contrasting fenders. The roof
Uh,
I could do with the color match on that.
it's just so much nicer to be when you're cleaning them. Like the paint is so much easier to clean than the textured black.
Yeah, that's
It,
true. That's true.
yeah. I mean,
And I mean, I kind of it's it's not a lot of range for the electric portion of it, but it is a start.
yeah, I
And
mean, well, and if it fits within most of your trips, then
yeah,
it's a pretty decent deal for you,
Barnyard just
you
said,
know?
"Do it. I work in the car business. This isn't going to last forever."
Right. Yep.
Okay, maybe I will. I'm certainly not buying a Bronco. I've firmly decided on that.
Have you seen them in person yet?
Yeah,
They're really big.
they're big, way
Really
bigger than
big.
I thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
I saw it up next to a
Um,
Wrangler, and I was like, "Oh no."
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's a
I
PHEV. It's not a full electric. It's a
right.
hybrid. Still get the 4-cylinder turbo.
Yep. Which not a bad driving motor in the Wranglers anyway.
No, it's not. It's a little bit noisier. Um,
Yeah, it's a Jeep. I mean, you should drive my 2009 with that 3.8 in it.
oh yeah,
All the noise, no reaction.
yeah.
Low RPMs, high RPMs,
Doesn't matter.
difference in noise, no difference in power. That minivan motor just bah! But lifetime warranty.
Yeah, true. That's the thing. I
So
have the extended warranty on this thing and everything. It's like I don't need to trade it in, but if they're gonna give me that much, like it's sort of a zero sum game. I get into a slightly better for me
newer,
and newer.
right?
I don't know. I'll think about it overnight. Convince
Yep.
me in the chat.
We're electric vehicle people.
That's true. I'm pretty
I
used
mean,
to the concept of it, so.
have you checked the Mad video comment number yet?
Oh God. Don't drink and drive or lick gaskets. People are gonna be like they're gonna be so confused. Matt definitely didn't send me here. I definitely found this on my own. Such a great and impactful thing. Excuse me, I was told this is where I will find mad mad against drunk gasketing. Oh God, you guys are jerks. This is bad. They're gonna be like, "Did you tell people that you did these?" I'll be like, mm-mm. "I smoked a gasket watching this one." That's not even funny. That's not funny because these are about impaired driving, you ding dongs.
But it could sound like a euphemism. Like use Josh's battery if Matt's Jeep dies. We can double your range here.
It's true. Oh God! All right.
9,000 likes and Matt gets a new Jeep. There you go.
Is that all it takes? Hit the like button,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. If you're still here,
Hit
waiting
the
for the
like
Super
button.
Forester Wilderness. Oh, that's that like lifted up Super Forester. I saw that on Doug DeMuro's recent video.
Oh yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Checkered past. What will it do to the electric bill of your home? Well, it costs about $7 to charge a Tesla to full, and that's full electric
With a much larger
with
battery.
a huge ass battery. That gets you like 420 miles. So it's probably
How
be like
many
30
miles
cents.
are you doing a week?
maybe 40.
A week?
Yeah, I don't drive anywhere.
Is that combined for your household?
Combined, I'm the only one who drives.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, it does not get used very often right now. It'll get used more once I start going back to work.
I bet I'm doing close to 10 times that.
Oh, I don't doubt it. You live in America, where everything
Right.
is far away. Everything I
Yes.
need, I can walk down the street to. I
Other than a
live
hobby
in the
shop.
downtown, or so.
In the downtown. Right. I know. Nicole would love that. She would be in heaven.
Nate, why do you think I should wait on the 4xe? Is it because it's the first model year and there's always weirdo things that go wrong with first gens?
I mean, that can always be a thing, but it's not like it's their first hybrid either.
No, that's true. The
Or the
Pacifica
first
has
Jeep,
been a hybrid
you
for
know.
a long time. And
Right.
we've made a new thing. It's called a Jeep.
Yeah. I was having this discussion with my brother the other day. He's like, the Jeep engineer is the most oxymoron shit I've ever heard. He's like,
They just
like-
copy and paste and just change
Yeah.
something slightly.
like it's like a challenge to do as little as possible to be like, it's new. See, that's new. It's a new Jeep.
Well, with these doors, there's a little tiny lip underneath
Yeah,
the armrest so you can lift it off.
Yeah, it goes up. See, the indent up, and then here. Does Josh want a 4xe? No, because I'm only interested in gladiators now. I'm a gladiator only type of person at this moment. But also, Nicole actually really likes the 4xe.
The only thing
I
I'm
have looked
not
at them.
keen on is the blue accents. They look a little not great.
But not with all the colors.
No, with Stingray it looks
Stingray,
good.
they look
with
good.
black it
The
looks
blue.
good. Does it
And
come
the
in
blue.
blue?
Yeah.
Maybe in America. I don't think we get a blue one here.
Oh, really?
One moment. This was us saying, we're gonna wrap this up. We're all done.
Yes. We're done.
Build and price. Unlimited Rubicon. Paying cash for this sucker. We do not get blue. We get black. We get bright white. We get billet. We get stingray. We get granite. Red, yellow, or I think they call it hell yellow. And gecko. We get gecko pearl.
What is gecko? Is it green, obviously?
Yeah, it's like mojito, but lighter.
Oh, interesting. Islander. I was just double checking because I was pretty sure. Rubicon 392.
Yeah. That's nice too.
Is it only, I guess you just have to go into Rubicon?
I couldn't figure out how to order one. You can also, there's a 35-inch tire option now on the Rubicon. Because they had
Well,
to
isn't there like a
compete
whole,
with the Bronco.
they did like a package that just is one up from anything a Bronco has and its highest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? It's called the Oh Yeah
this?
edition. How about that edition?
How about
And dumpster brown. You can't get it in dumpster brown. It comes in Sarge if you want a greenish brown.
Yes, I don't even see.
Blue accents like on the TRX6.
TRX6?
No, there's no blue accents on the TRX6. There's red. Don't tell Josh to look at Starwood Motors.
4xe. Oh, well.
Anyway, it's something that I've been considering. Especially if they're going to give me all that money.
I know. You should do it.
I don't care. Just do whatever you want.
Can you send that in a text so that I can read it with every inflection that I feel?
Do whatever you want.
Right.
I don't care.
Right. Attach an emoji with it. Because that could tell you a lot.
Exactly. It could tell you a lot.
All right. That's it.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks to the following: Quack RC, Dark Horse Garage, Slow Don, Psycho 13 Garage, Robbie Bobster, Lone Star RC guy, John Roberts RC 1.6, BT 949 Designs, Rogue Creations, Grim Jerk, Crawler Baller, and Gunnar Nissen.
Thank you to Mike Mancherico, Psycho 13 Garage, Quack RC, Gunnar Nissen, John Roberts RC, BT, Gunnar Nissen, Dale C, Scott O'Blander, 949 Designs, Grimger, and Lone Star RC guy. Much appreciated. Thank you, guys. We will see you. I won't be on live on Friday because I'll be headed to the event. So when will I see you? I'll see you
Wednesday.
Either
Tuesday.
for a Traxxas update on the TRX 4000 beforehand or Tuesday.
Yeah. And I'll see you guys. Maybe I'll do something on the weekend. I don't know. We'll have to see how the weekend goes. But I've definitely got a video coming out tomorrow, so watch for that.
There you go.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you to everybody. Oh, Gray Matter Fab snuck one in there at the end. Thank you, sir. Someone liked my Gaspent comment on Matt already. Goodbye, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Love you. Bye.